time back, grade 11 learners. Welcome to our class again, Earth Science grade 11. So we are now in week 3, lessons 5 and 6. I hope you are doing good, and thank you for keeping up with the deadline in the submission of our outputs. So hoping that you have submitted already weeks 1 and 2 outputs in our group page, and also for the online learners, I hope you have already attached your activities and outputs in your Google Classroom. So for this week, we are going to tackle lessons 5 and 6. So in lesson 5, it's talking about the important minerals to the society. So what do you see in this picture? What are we trying to portray in this picture? So basing from our lesson, we have the different important minerals in the society. So if we relate it to our topic today, this could also signify what are these minerals that we use inside our home. Okay, from our bedroom, kitchen, in our sala, and even the components, the materials that we use in building a house. So they all signify the different minerals that we use in our house. So what are these important minerals in the household? Some of the examples are like the toothpaste that we use every day, has the fluoride mineral. And also the makeup, for some women who actually use makeup, the talc is also present in our makeups. And also for some of the materials that we use in the kitchen, they are made of aluminum. And the wirings that we have inside our home has also the copper. And how about in dental health? Okay, dentists, what are they using? What minerals are they using in order to do their jobs? So for the first one, the tools that they use in dentistry comprise actually iron and carbon. Okay, while the cast that they use also comprises the gypsum, and then the titanium in making transplant with the teeth, and the third one is made up of iron also and carbon for some of the materials that we use in dentistry. And also in constructing buildings. Okay, what are the components, what are the important minerals in the construction? First one, the iron and carbon present in the iron and steel. And the next one is the limestone, the lime, and the chalk for those that are using the concrete. The concrete that we use in building a certain establishment. And the third one, we have the flooring. We use this what we call tiles that are made up of granites and marbles. And also the glass. Okay, so some buildings that are made up of glass, so they are using the quartz and the silicon. The important minerals in power plants. So in the first picture, we had here the nuclear power plants, which actually uses the uranium mineral. And of course, the coal power plant uses also coal. And in making cars, the minerals that are used here are the nickel, the copper, and the lithium. I want you to answer the assessment in page 11. Refer to your module and write the letters only. Moving on to week 3, lesson 6. Focusing on the discussion about energy resources. So MELC 3.2, describe how ore minerals are found, mined, and processed for human use. So ore minerals, how are they found, mined, and processed for human use? That is our focus for today. That's the question that we have to answer. So first, let's define what ore mineral is. So an ore is a natural occurrence of rock or sediment which contains enough minerals with economically important elements, typically the metals that can be extracted from the deposit economically. The ores are extracted by mining for a profit that the earth. They are then refined and then in order to extract the valuable elements from it. So based from the description here, ore minerals are actually processed. They are extracted first and then by the process of mining, and then after that they are refined and become valuable elements. So there are two methods of mining ore minerals. The first one is the surface mining. Surface mining is used to extract ore minerals near the surface of the earth, from the term surface. So they don't need to dig deeper and make some really deep holes in order to extract these minerals. So they are just found in the surface or on the surface of the earth, and the soil and rocks that are covered the ores are removed through blasting. So they use this blasting in order to remove the unwanted parts of the rocks and for them to get the ore mineral from it. The next one is underground mining. Underground mining is very common also here in our country, in the Philippines. So they use this type of mining to extract the rocks, the minerals, and other precious stones that are hidden underneath the surface of the earth. So they want to dig deeper and discover more what's in there. So in underground mining, miners need to create a tunnel. That is why, so when there are some like earthquakes, it's very dangerous for them because these people are working inside the tunnel, and when earthquake comes, it means that they are really in danger inside. So they can reach ore minerals by digging like tunnels, and this kind of mining is more expensive, and as mentioned, very dangerous compared to surface mining. So because miners need to use explosive devices also at the same time to remove the minerals from the rocks that cover them. So they use these explosive devices to break rocks, big or let's say boulders of rocks in order to get the ore mineral from within. Next, so these are the different ways on how to do mining of ore minerals. So the open pit mining. So as you can see here, they are not too deep, and this is the most common type of surface mining because it's just surface mining. They don't create dig holes or deep holes here. Open pit means a big hole or pit in the ground, and the pit in mine is created by blasting with the use of explosive and sometimes drilling. So they used to mine gravel and sand and even rocks here. And the next one is strip mining. As you can see in the picture, that is how strip mining is done, and it involves the removal of a thin strip of overburdened earth or soil above a desired deposit. So dumping the removed overburden behind the deposit, and they extract the desired deposit, creating a second parallel strip in the same manner, and it goes on and on, and depositing the waste materials from the second strip onto the first strip. And of course, this method is used for coal, yung mga phosphates natin, clays, and tar mining. So it's common to mining coal, phosphate, clays, and the third one is dredging. So they use this type of material, and which actually submerged into the body of water and then down to the bottom of it, including the rivers, the lakes, and the oceans. That's also dredging because underneath these bodies of water, they could find also some rocks and extract some ore in them, or minerals. Now, the primary steps involved in processing minerals. So let's do the step-by-step process in doing this ore mining. The first one is sampling. Sampling is the removal of a portion which represents the whole needed for the analysis of the material. So it's just like you want to choose now. You remove a portion of the rock in order for you to choose which one could be used in getting the important minerals or components. The next one is analysis. it is important to evaluate the valuable component in an ore. It includes chemical, mineral, or particle size analysis. So you have to look at the chemical component of that rock, then the minerals present, and also the size of it. Then the comminution. So this is the process where the value components of the ore are separated through crushing and grinding, and pounding. And this process begins by crushing the ores to a particular size and finishes it by grinding the ores into a powder form. The ore here is already pounded, and become powderized. Then the concentration. Concentration means the separation of valuable minerals from the raw minerals. So that's the time that you separate already the important components of the important minerals and those that are considered as raw. It's really not so useful. And number 5, dewatering. When you say dewatering, uses the concentration to convert this one in usable mineral. So there is a process wherein the valuable minerals taken could still be reused, convert into usable minerals. And this involved filtration, sedimentation already of the suspension, and drying it to solid materials harvested from the suspension. So there is like 3 procedures here. First one is filtrate the valuable minerals that they have separated, and then there is sedimentation, and of course suspension and drying of this to become form. For our reflection for this week, I want to leave this question to you. How can you help in preservation of our ore minerals or mineral resources? Now, as a student, as a grade 11 student, think of a way on how you contribute to the preservation of our mineral resources. And leaving you this quote of the day: the real wealth of a nation lies in the resources of Earth's soil, the water, the forest, the minerals, and wildlife. To utilize them for present needs while ensuring their preservation for future generations requires a delicately balanced and continuous program based on the most extensive research. So their administration is not properly and cannot be a matter of politics. So let us all remember that what we do to our resources today will always be beneficial to the future generation. So for them not to suffer and to be out of these earthly resources that could be helpful in continuing life, let us all help one another in order for us to preserve these wonderful resources that we have around us. Once again, this is your teacher in Earth Science 11. I would like to thank you for watching this video, and I hope you don't forget to like and subscribe and comment your name below in this video so I could check who were able to watch our learning episode for this week. So I hope you are doing your best in all the outputs that you are making and continue doing great. And please be honest in answering your modules. So getting an answer key is not that helpful, but answering them yourself would really be beneficial because learning is still more important than your score. So I'll see you all in our next learning video. Have a nice day, everyone.